I got a buddy who's and I went to high school together, so he comes to a lot of our games. He comes to games all the time, you know. So we're playing the Lions in 2013 in the Monday night game. Speaking of blue, and they were rocking the blue. Remember, everybody had to wear a blue something to the game. The whole place was lit up in blue. And so he gets down there before the game. He worms his way into the stadium somehow. He wants to be on our sideline because he doesn't have a ticket. I still don't know how he got into the stadium. So I'm looking at him. His nickname is Gags. And I'm like, we're talking back and forth. And I notice it's like a little bit of blue sticking through his jacket. I'm like, you're not wearing blue. I swear, if you're wearing blue, you're out of here. I'm throwing you out of here right now. It was like below zero out, right? No, I would never do that. So I grab him, wrestle him to the ground, rip his jacket off. He was wearing a light blue sweater, you know?
You eject him?
No, I tore the sweater off and let him stay. So it was a good thing he didn't wear blue last week. So congratulations to Ben Watson, just incredible representative for the Ravens for the Walter Payton Man of the Year award. Nobody could represent us that we could be more proud of. I mean, he just kind of says it all. And Ben's right. It's not just one guy. It's a whole team full of people. And so many times in our league, you know, the headlines are the not so positive things, you know, and that's a reflection of life. Maybe it's the world we live in. Maybe it's always been that way. But the positive things are going on, you know, in the world and in football and with these guys in these locker rooms. That's something to be very proud of. And I know it affects a lot of people every single day in this community and elsewhere. And Ben Watson is just an amazing representative. How eloquent is he? You know, and he's just so well-spoken. He's got such an amazing message. They're such an amazing family. And it's just been a real privilege to get to know the Watsons since they've been here in Baltimore. And, you know, he's going to be playing for quite a while, I'm sure. But when his playing career is all over, this guy's he's going to have quite an impact, you know, whatever he decides to do. And if he runs for office, I'll be voting for him. I'll be on the campaign trail, I promise you, because he can make a difference in the world. So we're real proud of Ben Watson. Okay, what do you have for us?
John, a couple weeks back, I think during the bye week, you talked about getting the young pass rushers more involved, and we've seen that from Tim Williams and Bowser a little bit. Say Zadarius doesn't play. How have they come along all-around game, setting the edge and all that, to have confidence in them in a big spot Sunday? Yeah,
we have confidence in all those guys. I mean, every one of those guys. We have 5 really good outside linebackers. I think they're all, you know, top-level guys. It's a very deep position for us. So whoever's out there, we expect them to play at a really high level, and they're going to have to. I mean, holding the edge on this run game, you know, getting to Ben is going to be really important. And those guys drop too. You know, it's not like they're not one-dimensional in our defense. So whoever's out there is just going to have to do a job of just playing our defense really well, play hard, get to the football, tackle well. And that's what we expect really from all those guys, and we expect them to play really well, whoever plays.
Jeremy Macklin came back to practice today. Does that give you confidence that he'll be available, or do you prefer not to say?
I prefer not to say, but in Jeremy's case, I'm not worried about it. I mean, you know, we give guys rests all the time this time of year. I know a lot gets made out of it, you know, and it's just if you know if guys are injured. I mean, if guys are getting rest, they're getting rest, you know, and that's pretty normal, I think, this time of year.
John, it's no secret this Pittsburgh front can come at you a lot of different ways, lots of good players. Do you feel good about the progression your offensive line has made over the course of the season, and I guess specifically these last 2 weeks, how it seems like it's coming together?
I do. I mean, it's good that we've had some continuity with the guys out there. That's been important. We have good players. I mean, good young players. Joe D's done a great job with those guys. Those guys are smart. You know, they really are. And when you have smart offensive linemen, they understand why you do techniques the way you do it. And they work at it and they get better, you know. And I think the cohesion is starting to come together. But this is going to be a big test. I mean, this is a really good defensive line, obviously, one of the best defenses in football. You know, 91 and 97 are as good as they get. And we're looking forward to the challenge.
Are they a team that, you know, from their pass rush standpoint, I think they're second in the league in sacks or top 3, and it seems like a bunch of different guys. You know, the guy Hilton comes off a lot, and the inside linebacker is like 5, 6 sacks. Are they a team that's kind of tough to prepare for in terms of where their rush is coming from?
That's their package, Jeff. I mean, they do. They're very multiple. They've always been like that. You know, they're going to bring everybody pretty much. I mean, who's not going to blitz at one time or another? That's how they do it. So that's what we prepare for. It's evolved over the years, but and I think the different influences from Coach Butler and Coach Tomlin, you know, and even Coach LeBeau, you go back, there's still elements of that, you know, package in the defense. So we probably watched it closer than anybody as far as, you know, the way they've, you know, have grown X and O wise, and hopefully we understand them, but they're good at what they do, and we've got to block them.
Yesterday, Dean talked about the impact Brandon Williams has had since coming back. I know you know about that, but he wasn't there the first time around. Could that be a huge difference, obviously, with a guy like Bell in the backfield?
Oh, sure. I mean, you know, it's we didn't do a good job stopping the run last time. They had I think 4 what we consider long runs against us in that game, and that's just not something that we're okay with, you know, around here. And that's really what they're all about. They're all about big plays. You know, that's what they do both in the run and the pass. So we just got to get the job done.